A United States Art Gallery Art Museum Guide. Chapter 1. Art Museums and Art Galleries in the United States. art-collecting.com has a good list of art websites for US by state. I found this website after I had completed the book. It's really good. Go state by state and cover big cities like London, Paris, etc. Great list of Latin America art galleries. art-collecting.com/museums.htm art-collecting.com/galleries.htm art-collecting.com/nonprofits_al.htm artcollecting.com/nonprofits_.htm The Smithsonian Institution. U.S. government's big museum. The Smithsonian Institute or institution has a number of museums, zoos, libraries, etc. mostly in Washington, D.C. The Smithsonian Visitor Center is located at 1000 Jefferson Drive, SW, Washington, D.C. 10 of the museums go from 3rd to 14th Streets between Constitution Avenue and Independence Avenue. si.edu si.edu/shop si.edu/encyclopedia si.edu/collections si.edu/educators si.edu/kids si.edu/exhibitions si.edu/events si.edu/museums si.edu/research centers si.edu/cultural programs nmahc.si.edu, African American History and Culture. learninglab.si.edu si.edu/apps/Smithsonian Mobile smithsonianearthtv.com si.edu/IMAX americanhistory.si.edu smithsonianmag.com si.edu/connect/Facebook #social media si.edu/connect/Twitter #social media si.edu/connect/Google+ #social media si.edu/connect/YouTube #social media si.edu/connect/Flickr #social media si.edu/connect/Instagram #social media si.edu/connect/Pinterest #social media smithsonianjourneys.org folkways.si.edu smithsonianstour.com si.edu Smithsonian Institution collections.si.edu/search, collections search center si.edu/museums, and zoo si.edu/organizes/museums/freer/start.htm, Arthur M. Sackler Freer Galleries si.edu/organizes/museums/design/ndm.htm, Cooper Hewitt National Design Museum si.edu/organizes/museums/Hirsch/start.htm, Hirshhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden si.edu/organizes/museums/Africa RT/NMAFA.htm, National Museum of African Art si.edu/organizes/museums/Amarin/start.htm, National Museum of the American Indian nma.si.edu National Museum of American Art nma.si.edu/whc/whcmanpage.html National Museum of American Art, White House Collection of American Crafts npg.si.edu National Portrait Gallery nma.si.edu/renwick homepage.html, Renwick Gallery of the National Museum of American Art si.edu/museums/African-American-History-and-Culture-Museum, African American History and Culture Museum si.edu/museums/African-Art-Museum, African Art Museum si.edu/museum/air-n-space-museum, si.edu/museum/air-and-space-museum-adver-hazy-center, air-and-space museum Chantilly, VA. si.edu/museum/american-art-museum, American Art Museum. si.edu/museum/american-history-museum, American History Museum. si.edu/museum/american-indian-museum, American Indian Museum. si.edu/museum/american-indian-museum-high-center, American Indian Museum High Center, New York. si.edu/museum/anacostia-community-museum, Anacostia Community Museum. si.edu/museum/arts-and-industries-building, Arts and Industries Building. si.edu/museum/Cooper-Hewitt-National-Design-Design-Museum, Cooper Hewitt, Smithsonian Design Museum, New York. si.edu/museum/Freer-Gallery, Freer Gallery of Art. si.edu/museum/Hirshhorn-Museum-and-Sculpture-Garden, Hirshhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden. si.edu/museum/National-Zoo, National Zoo. si.edu/museum/Natural-History-Museum, Natural History Museum. si.edu/museum/Portrait-Gallery, Portrait Gallery. si.edu/museum/Postal-Museum, Postal Museum. si.edu/museum/Renwick-Gallery, Renwick Gallery. si.edu/museum/Sackler-Gallery, Sackler Gallery. si.edu/museum/Smithsonian-Institution-Building, Smithsonian Institution Building, The Castle. Find over 700 art museums by state at aam-us.org/about-museum/find-a-museum. Go to type Art Museum. Find lists of art museums in the United States by state. artcyclopedia.com/museums-us.html. the-art-world.com/galleries-united-states.htm. aamd.org, Association of Art Museum Directors, NYC. aam-us.org, American Association of Museums, Washington, D.C. artdealers.org/member-galleries. vlib.us/history/museums.html, Art Museums of the United States. vlib.us/history/artmuseums.html. Some U.S. art gallery websites. KarenRuland.com, Ruland Gallery in Santa Fe, NM. GregKusura.com, Greg Kusura Gallery, Seattle. JoanneArtMangaluri.com, Joanne Artman Gallery, Laguna Beach, CA, New York. LeslieSachs.com, Leslie Sachs Gallery in Santa Monica, CA. JonathanLevineGallery.com, Jonathan Levine Gallery, New York. MatthewMarks.com, Matthew Marks Gallery, New York. FosterWhite.com, Foster/White Gallery, Seattle. ArtForte.com, ArtForte Gallery, Seattle, WA. AtriumGallery.net, Atrium Gallery, St. Louis, MO. ChapelGallery.com, Chapel Gallery, New York, New York. ElkRidgeArt.com, Elk Ridge Art Company, Evergreen, CO. ElliotBrownGallery.com, Elliott Brown Gallery, Seattle, WA. GalleryAllegria.com, Gallery Allegria, Birmingham, AL. Habitat.com, Habitat Galleries, Royal Oak, MI. LisaHarrisGallery.com, Lisa Harris Gallery, Seattle, WA. MarksSaunders.com, Marks Saunders Gallery, Ltd., Chicago, IL. MorganGlassGallery.com, Morgan Contemporary Glass Gallery, Pittsburgh, PA. PatriciaCameronGallery.com, Patricia Cameron Fine Art, Seattle, WA. ScurrerGallery.com, Scurrer Gallery, Sedona, AZ. NinaTorresFineArt.com, Nina Torres Fine Art, Miami, FL. CernudaArte.com, Coral Gables, FL. OctaviaArtGallery.com, Houston. PanAmericanArt.com, Miami. DurbanZGnini.com, Gallery in Miami. JoanneArtMangallery.com, Joanne Artman Gallery, New York, New York. AugenGallery.com, Portland. DinaMatroniGallery.com, Miami. BennettGLSArt.com, Bennett Glass Art, Polsbo, WA. Lachizarboyadjiv.com, Lachizarboyajev, San Rafael, CA. MimiKehelan.com, Mimi Kehelan, Santa Cruz, CA. GLASS-FURNITURE.com, Jill Henrietta Davis, Providence, RI. DeniseLElliott.com, Dennis Elliott, Florida. CharlesandFawcett.com, Charles Fawcett, Bellevue, WA. RhondaHillGallery.com, Rhonda Hill, Seattle, WA. GinnyRuffner.com, Ginny Ruffner, Seattle, WA. Stephanie'sHawchatPhotography.com, Stephanie Shawchat, Seattle, WA. LinoTagliapietra.com, Lino Tagliapietra, Murano, Italy, Seattle, USA. BarbaraWRightArt.com, Barbara Wright, Evergreen, CO. Simon Gallery, Morristown, New Jersey. SimonGallery.com. The Drawing Room Art Gallery, Cos Cob, CT. TheDrawingRoomHome.com. Artifact Gallery, NYC. ArtifactTechnique.net. Art Design Consultants, Cincinnati, O. ADCFineArt.com. Ashok Jain Gallery, NYC. AshokJAAngallery.com. Potato Mike, Take Up Art, NYC. PotatoMike.com. Sapphira and Ventura Gallery, NYC. ArtsVGallery.com. Chapter 2. A list of specific United States art museum websites in alphabetical order. A big list of American art museum websites. High.org, High Museum of Art Atlanta. aarondouglas.ku.edu, Aaron Douglas, African American Modernist, Spencer Exhibit. AbbayMuseum.org, Abbay Museum Native American Heritage, Bar. AkronArtMuseum.org, Akron Art Museum, Akron, O. Alabama. Albany.edu/museum, University Art Museum, Albany, New York. American Craft Exhibition. AmericanaRT.si.edu. Smithsonian American Art Museum, Washington, D.C. AmericanaRT.si.edu/index3.cfm, National Museum of American Art, Washington, D.C. AmericanaRT.si.edu/whc/index.html, The White House Collection of. AmericanaRT.si.edu/whc/index.html, The White House Collection of American Craft Exhibition. AmericanJazzMuseum.com, American Jazz Museum, Kansas City, MO. AmesLab.gov/tours/notamart.html, National Museum of American Art, Washington, D.C. Amherst.edu/Mead, Mead Art Museum, Amherst, MA. AMNH.org. Archive, Berkeley, CA. Art School. ArtBMA.org, Baltimore Museum of Art, Baltimore, MD. Artcom.com/museums. Artcom.com/museum/NV/MR/82601-28.htm, Nicolason Art Museum and Discovery Center, Casper, WY. Arctic.edu, Art Institute of Chicago. Arctic.edu, Art Institute of Chicago and its online exhibition. Arctic.edu, Art Institute of Chicago, Chicago. Museum and arctic.edu/aic, Art Institute of Chicago, Chicago. arctic.edu/aic, The Art Institute of Chicago Museum, Chicago, IL. arctic.edu/taoism, Taoism and the Arts of China. artmontana.com, Art Montana, Directory of Art Museums, Galleries. artmuseums.harvard.edu, Harvard University Art Museums. arts.muohio.edu/art-museum, Miami University Art Museum, Oxford, O. artsbma.org, Birmingham Museum of Art, Birmingham. artsbma.org, Birmingham Museum of Art, Birmingham, Alabama. artsmea.org, Minneapolis Institute of Arts, Minneapolis, MN. artsmea.org, Minneapolis Institute of Arts, Minnesota. artsmea.org, Minneapolis Institute of Arts. asia.si.edu, Freer Gallery, Smithsonian Institution, Washington, D.C. asia.si.edu, Sackler Museum, Smithsonian Institution, Washington, D.C. asia.si.edu/sanjiyuan/default.asp, Song and Yuan Dynasty Painting and Calligraphy. ASEANART.org, Asian Art Museum, San Francisco. asiasociety.org/arts/inside-out, Inside Out, New Chinese Art. asiasocietymuseum.com, Asia Society Museum, New York. asuam.fa.asu.edu, Arizona State University Art Museum. asuam.fa.asu.edu, Arizona State University Art Museum, Tempe, AZ. autrynationalcenter.org/southwest, Southwest Museum, Los Angeles, California. avam.org, American Visionary Art Museum, Baltimore, MD. bampfa.berkeley.edu, Berkeley Art Museum and Pacific Film Archive. bampfa.berkeley.edu, Berkeley Art Museum plus Pacific Film. bampfa.berkeley.edu, Berkeley Art Museum plus Pacific Film Archive, Berkeley, CA. barnesfoundation.org, Barnes Foundation Gallery Art Collection, Marion, PA. The Mariana Kistler. bmecenter.org, Bemis Center for Contemporary Arts, Omaha, NE. blantonmuseum.org, Blanton Museum of Art, University of Texas, Austin, TX. blantonmuseum.org, Jack S. Blanton Museum of Art, Austin, TX. bocamuseum.org, Boca Raton Museum of Art, Boca Raton, FL. bonecreek.org, Bone Creek Museum of Agrarian Art, David City, NE. bowers.org, Bowers Museum, Santa Ana, CA. brooklynart.org, Brooklyn Museum of Art. burlingamePezMuseum.com, Burlingame Pez Museum, Burlingame, California. butlerart.com, Butler Institute of American Art, Youngstown, Ohio. caam.ca.gov, California African American Museum, Los Angeles, CA. cartermuseum.org, Amon Carter Museum, Fort Worth, TX. cartoon.org, International Museum of Cartoon Art, Boca Raton, FL. casasolamuseum.com, Museo Casasola, The Mexico Us History. catalog.noguchi.org/index.php/loginreg/form, Isamu Noguchi Catalog Raison. cathedral.org/cathedral, Washington National Cathedral, Washington, D.C. caviews.com, California Views Historical Photo Collection, Monterey, CA. California. caviews.com, California Views Historical Photo Collection, Monterey, CA. ccjac.org, Clark Center for Japanese Art and Culture, Hanford, CA. ceramicsmuseum.alfred.edu, the International Museum of Ceramic Art, Alfred, New York. ceramicsmuseum.alfred.edu, the Montclair Art Museum, Montclair, New Jersey. Chazen.wisc.edu, Chazen Museum of Art, University of Wisconsin. ChinaInstitute.org, China Institute in America, New York. ChinesePainting.seattleartmuseum.org/OSCI, Chinese Painting and Calligraphy. CincinnatiArtMuseum.com, Cincinnati Art Museum, Cincinnati, O. CincinnatiArtMuseum.org, Cincinnati Art Museum. ClemusArt.com, Cleveland Museum of Art, Ohio. ClevelandArt.org, Cleveland Museum of Art, Cleveland, O. ClevelandArt.org, Cleveland Museum of Art. CMOA.org, Carnegie Museum of Art, Pittsburgh, PA. CMOG.org, Corning Museum of Glass, Corning, New York. CMOG.org, Corning Museum of Glass, Corning, New York. CMOG.org, Corning Museum of Glass, Corning, New York. cmp.ucr.edu, UCR/California Museum of Photography, Riverside, CA. College of California, Moraga, CA. CalMuseArt.org, Columbia Museum of Art, Columbia, SC. ContemporaryArtCenter.org, the Contemporary Arts Center, Cincinnati, O. ContemporariesTL.org, Contemporary Art Museum St. Louis, MO. Corcoran.org, Corcoran Museum of Art, Washington, D.C. cr.nps.gov, National Park Services links to the past. CrockerArtMuseum.org, Crocker Art Museum, Sacramento, CA. CrowCollection.org, Crow Collection of Asian Art, Dallas, TX. DazHMuseum.org, Dahesh Museum, New York, New York, devoted to 19th century European academic art. DazHMuseum.org, Dahesh Museum, New York, New York. davidrumsey.com/collections/finearts.html #sign Cornell, collection online Cornell University. DecartesOhio.org, Decorative Arts Center of Ohio, at the Reese Peters House, Lancaster, O. DeCordova.org, DeCordova Museum and Sculpture Park, Lincoln, Massachusetts. DenosMuseum.org, Denos Museum Center, Traverse City, MI. DenverArtMuseum.org, Denver Art Museum, Denver, CO. Des Moines Art Center.org, Des Moines Art Center, Des Moines, IA. DeYoung.famsf.org, DeYoung Museum, San Francisco, CA. DIA.org, Detroit Institute of Arts, Detroit, MI. DIA.org, Detroit Institute of Arts, Detroit, Michigan. DIA.org, Detroit Institute of Arts. DiaCenter.org, Dia Center for the Arts, New York, New York. diacenter.org/bindex.html, Dia, Beacon Reggio Galleries, Beacon, New York. DiegoRivera.com, Diego Rivera Web Museum, dedicated. DiegoRivera.com, Spanish. DiegoRivera.com/Diego_home_eng.html, Diego Rivera Web. Discover.odi.yale.edu/ydc, Yale Digital Commons. dm-art.org, Dallas Museum of Art, Dallas, TX. dm-art.org, Dallas Museum of Art, Texas. everhart-museum.org, Everhart Museum, Scranton, PA. Exhibits.denverartmuseum.org/ASEANA RT, Asian Art Department. famsf.org, Fine Arts Museums of San Francisco. getty.edu/art/collection, Getty Museum, Los Angeles. Guggenheim.org, Guggenheim Museum, New York. famsf.org, Fine Arts Museums of San Francisco, San Francisco, CA. famsf.org/deyoung/index.asp, DeYoung Museum, San Francisco, CA. farnsworthmuseum.org, Farnsworth Art Museum, Rockland. farnsworthmuseum.org, Farnsworth Art Museum, Rockland, Maine. farnsworthmuseum.org/wyeth/wyeth.html, Wyeth Center at Farnsworth Museum, Rockland, Me. fenimoreartmuseum.org, Fenimore Art Museum, Cooperstown, New York. fieldmuseum.org, Field Museum, Chicago. fine-arts.org, St. Petersburg Museum of Fine Arts, St. Petersburg, FL. flamuseums.org, Florida Association of Museums. flintarts.org, Flint Institute of Arts, Flint, Michigan. fresnomet.org, the Fresno Metropolitan Museum, Fresno, CA. frick.org, Frick Collection, New York, New York. fryart.org, Fry Art Museum, Seattle, WA. Gainesville. gardnermuseum.org, Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, Boston, MA. getty.edu. getty.edu/museum, getty.edu/museum, Paul Getty Museum, Los Angeles, CA. gilcrease.org/virtual.aspx, Gilcrease Museum, the Museum of the Americas, Tulsa, OK. gitter-yelen.org, Manuan Collection of Japanese Art, Edo period 1615 to 1868. graymanline.org, Grand Rapids Art Museum, Grand Rapids, MI. guggenheim.org, Guggenheim Museum, New York. guggenheim.org, Guggenheim Museum, New York City. guggenheim.org/new_york_index.shtml, Guggenheim Museum, New York, New York. Harbor, Maine. harn.ufl.edu, Samuel P. Harn Museum, University of Florida. harvardartmuseums.org, Arthur M. Sackler Museum. harvardartmuseums.org, Harvard Art Museums, Cambridge, MA, in the. harvardart-museums.org/study-research/curatorial-divisions Division Asian and Medi. harwoodmuseum.org/index_ff.php, Harwood Museum of Art, Taos, NM. hfmgv.org, Henry Ford Museum and Greenfield Village, Dearborn, Michigan. hi.org, High Museum of Art, Atlanta, GA. hi.org, High Museum of Art, Atlanta, GA. hi.org, High Museum of Art, Atlanta, Georgia. hirshhorn.si.edu. Hirshhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden, Washington, D.C. hawkem.org, Hands-on Children's Museum, Olympia, Washington. Holmes.anthropology.museum, Holmes Anthropology Museum, WSU, Wichita, KS. Holmes.anthropology.museum/southwest pottery/index.html, Southwest Indian Pueblo Pottery. Honoluluacademy.org, Honolulu Academy of Art, Honolulu, Hi. Honoluluacademy.org, Honolulu Academy of Arts. Honoluluacademy.org, Honolulu Academy of Art, Honolulu, Hi. Huntermuseum.org, Hunter Museum of American Art, Chattanooga, TN. Huntington.org, Huntington Library, Art Collections and Botanical Gardens, San Marino, CA. Huntington.org, Huntington Library, Los Angeles. iaencad.org/museum/index.php, Institute of American Indian Arts Museum, Santa Fe, NM. icaboston.org, ICA, Institute of Contemporary Art, Boston, MA. icp.org, International Center of Photography Museum, New York, New York. ima-art.org, Indianapolis Museum of Art, Indiana. imamuseum.org, Indianapolis Museum of Art. indiana.edu/ium, Indiana University Art Museum. indianaartsandculture.org, Museum of Indian Arts and Culture, Santa Fe, NM. ipl.si.umich.edu/div/det jazz, Swinging Through Time, the Greystone Museum and the Story of Detroit Jazz. japansociety.org, Japan Society of New York. jocelyn.org, Jocelyn Art Museum, Omaha, NE. jsma.uoregon.edu, Jordan Schnitzer Museum of Art, University of kam.uiuc.edu, Cranert Art Museum, Champaign, IL. kam.uiuc.edu, Cranert Art Museum, Champaign, IL. University of Illinois at Urbana. kansashistory.us/artists, artists in Kansas, Directory of Kansas Art Museums, Centers, Galleries. kemperart.org, Kemper Museum of Contemporary Art, Kansas City, MO. keyarts.org, Kalamazoo Institute of Arts, Kalamazoo, MI. kimbalart.org, Kimball Art Museum in Fort Worth, TX. kimbalart.org, Kimball Art Museum, Fort Worth, Texas. kimbalart.org, Kimball Art Museum, Fort Worth, TX. kimbalart.org, Kimball Art Museum, FT. Worth, TX. kimbalart.org. kpix.com/fun/museums.html, San Francisco Bay Area Museums. kriegermuseum.org, Krieger Museum, Washington, D.C. ksu.edu/bma, Beach Museum of Art, KSU, Manhattan, KS. ku.edu/SMA, Spencer Museum of Art, University of Kansas. lacma.org, Los Angeles County Museum of Art. lacma.org, Los Angeles County Museum of Art, LACMA, Los Angeles, CA. lacma.org, Los Angeles County Museum of Art. lam.mus.ca.us, Los Angeles Museums, a listing. lcweb.loc.gov, Library of Congress, Washington, D.C. learn.columbia.edu/nansu/start.html, recording the grandeur of the Qing, the Southern Inspection Tour scrolls of the Kangxi and Qianlong emperors. laurenadams.com, Lauren Adams Museum of Fine Art, Lahaina, Hi. lsa.umich.edu/Kelsey, Kelsey Museum of Archaeology, University of Michigan. luc.edu/Luma, Luma, Loyola University Museum of Art, Chicago, IL. maa.missouri.edu, University of Missouri, Museum of Art and maa.missouri.edu, University of Missouri, Museum of Art and Archaeology, Columbia, MO. mag.rochester.edu, Memorial Art Gallery, University of Rochester. Magnus.org, Judah L. Magnus Museum, Berkeley, CA. Maine. American Art. mam.org, Milwaukee Art Museum, Milwaukee, WI. mamfw.org, Modern Art Museum of Fort Worth, TX. mamfw.org, Modern Art Museum of Fort Worth, TX. Meriden.org, Meriden Museum, Butler, PA. Marquette.edu/Haggerty, Patrick and Beatrice Haggerty Museum of Art, Marquette University, Milwaukee, WI. maryhillmuseum.org, Mary Hill Museum of Art, Goldendale, WA. massmocha.org, Massmocha Museum of Contemporary Art, North Adams, MA. massmocha.org, Massachusetts Museum of Contemporary Art. massmocha.org, Massachusetts Museum of Contemporary Art, Massmocha. mcachicago.org, Museum of Contemporary Art, Chicago, IL. mcasandiego.org, Museum of Contemporary Art, San Diego. mcasandiego.org, Museum of Contemporary Art, San Diego, CA. mcnayart.org, McNay Art Museum, San Antonio, TX. mems.t.edu/egypt/main.html, Institute of Egyptian Art and Archaeology, Memphis. menil.org/default.html, Menil Collection, Houston, Texas. menil.org/home.html, Menil Collection, Houston, TX. metmuseum.org, Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York. metmuseum.org, Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York City. metmuseum.org, Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York, New York. metmuseum.org, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York. mfa.org, Museum of Fine Arts, Boston. metmuseum.org/html files/gallery/gallery.html, collections. metmuseum.org/html files/gallery/gallery.html, collections. metmuseum.org/special/kublai-khan.aspx, the world of Kublai Khan, Chinese art. mfa.org, Museum of Fine Arts, MFA, Boston, Ma. mfa.org, Museum of Fine Arts, Boston, Massachusetts. mfa.org, Museum of Fine Arts, Boston. mfah.org, Museum of Fine Arts, MFAH, Houston, TX. mfah.org, Museum of Fine Arts, Houston. mfah.org, Museum of Fine Arts, Houston, Texas. mfah.org, the Museum of Fine Arts, Houston, TX. mfah.org. mi. Miami.edu/low Art Museum, University of Miami, Coral Gables, FL. mjt.org, Museum of Jurassic Technology, Los Angeles, CA. mma.org, Minnesota Museum of American Art, St. Paul, MN. mochaenique.org, Museum of Chinese in America, New York, New York. moma.org, MoMA, Museum of Modern Art, New York, New York. moma.org, Museum of Modern Art, MoMA, New York City. moma.org, Museum of Modern Art, MoMA, New York City. moma.org, Museum of Modern Art, New York. nga.gov/content/naweb.html, National Gallery of Art, Washington, D.C. monet.unk.edu/mona, Museum of Nebraska Art, Mona, Kearney, NE. monet.unk.edu/mona, Museum of Nebraska Art, Mona, Kearney, NE. mapa.org, Museum of Photographic Arts, San Diego, CA. morganlibrary.org/index.html, Pierpont Morgan Library, Bothay. morganlibrary.org/index.html, Pierpont Morgan Library, New York City. morikami.org, Morikami Museum and Japanese Gardens, Delray Beach, FL. Museum, Diego Rivera 1886 L 957. Museum, San Jose, California. museum.cornell.edu, Herbert F. Johnson Museum of Art. museum.cornell.edu, Herbert F. Johnson Museum of Art, Cornell University. museum.siu.edu, University Museum, Southern Illinois University at Carbondale, Carbondale, IL. museum.stanford.edu, Cantor Arts Center, Stanford University. museum.upenn.edu, University of Pennsylvania Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology, Philadelphia. museums.iastate.edu, Iowa State University Museums, Ames, IA. museumswest.org, Museums West, Western Museums of North America. myspace.com/spencerart, Spencer Museum, MySpace SMA, YouTube. nasher.duke.edu, Duke University Museum of Art, Durham. nasher.duke.edu, Duke University Museum of Art, Durham, NC. nashersculpturecenter.org, Nasher Sculpture Center, Dallas, TX. NC. ncsu.edu/ncma, North Carolina Museum of Art, Raleigh, NC. nd.edu/SNITART, Museum of Art, Notre Dame, in. nelson-atkins.org, Nelson Atkins Museum of Art, Kansas. nelson-atkins.org, Nelson Atkins Museum of Art, Kansas City. nelson-atkins.org, Nelson Atkins Museum of Art, Kansas City, MO. nermanmuseum.org/welcome, Nerman Museum of Contemporary Art, Overland Park, KS. nevadaart.org, Nevada Museum of Art, Reno, NV. newarkmuseum.org, Newark Museum, Newark, New Jersey. newmuseum.org, New Museum, New York, New York. nga.gov, National Gallery of Art, Washington, D.C. nmi.si.edu, National Museum of the American Indian Smithsonian. nmwa.org, National Museum of Women in the Arts, Washington, D.C. noguchi.org, Isamu Noguchi Garden Museum, Long Island City, New York. noguchi.org, Noguchi Garden Museum, Long Island City, New York. noguchi.org, Noguchi Museum, Long Island City, New York. norton.org, Norton Museum of Art, West Palm Beach, FL. nortonsimon.org, Norton Simon Museum, Pasadena, CA. nortonsimon.org, Norton Simon Museum, Pasadena, CA. noisemuseum.org, Noise Museum of Art, Oceanville, NJ. npg.si.edu, National Portrait Gallery, Smithsonian, Washington, D.C. npg.si.edu, National Portrait Gallery, Washington, D.C. Philadelphiamuseum.org, Philadelphia Museum of Art. nrm.org, Norman Rockwell Museum at Stockbridge, Stockbridge, MA. ny.com/museums, paperless guide to New York City museums. ny.com/nyc/museums, New York City museums, a listing. nyu.edu/Gray Art, Gray Gallery of Art, New York, New York. nyu.edu/Gray Art, Gray Gallery of Art, New York, New York. Oberlin College, Ohio. Oberlin.edu/Alina RT, Allen Memorial Art Museum, Oberlin College, O. Oberlin.edu/amam/default.html, Allen Memorial Art Museum. Oberlin.edu/amam/default.html, Allen Memorial Art Museum, Oberlin College, Ohio. ogdenmuseum.org, Ogden Museum of Southern Art, New Orleans, LA. o'keefemuseum.org/indexflash.php, Georgia. O'Keefe Museum, Santa Fe, NM. olemis.edu/departments/classics/museums.html, University Museums, University of Mississippi, Oxford, MS. Oregon, Portland, or ou.edu/fjjma/collections/collections-photography.html, Fred Jones Jr. Museum of Art Photograph Collection, University of Oklahoma, Norman, OK. PacificAsiaMuseum.org, Pacific Asia Museum, Pasadena, CA. PAFA.org, Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts, Philadelphia, PA. PAM.org, Portland Art Museum, Portland, Oregon. PAM.org, Portland Art Museum. peacockroom.wayne.edu, The Story of the Beautiful, James McNeill Whistler's Peacock Room. PEM.org, Peabody Essex Museum, Salem, MA. PEM.org, Peabody Essex Museum, Salem, Massachusetts. PEM.org/library/collections/Offen, Herbert Offen Research Collection on Chinese Furniture, Architecture and Gardens. PEM.org/Yin Yutang, Yin Yutang, a late Qing dynasty 1644–1911 house. Pensacola Museumofart.org, the Pensacola Museumofart.org, the Pensacola Museum of Art, Pensacola, FL. Philadelphia Museum.org, Philadelphia Museum of Art, Philadelphia, PA. Philadelphia Museum.org, Philadelphia Museum of Art. phxart.org, Phoenix Art Museum. plainsart.org, Plains Art Museum, Fargo, ND. pmcaonline.org, Pasadena Museum of California Art, Pasadena, CA. portlandchinesegarden.org, Portland Classical Chinese Garden, Portland, or portlandmuseum.org, Portland Museum of Art, Portland, ME. princetonartmuseum.org, Princeton University Art Museum. psu.edu/department/Palmer Museum, Palmer Museum of Art, Pennsylvania State University. Research Institute, Los Angeles, 5400 plus open content images. rfc.museum, Rubel Family Collection/Contemporary Arts Foundation, Miami. ricegallery.org, Rice University Art Gallery, Houston, TX. ringling.org, John and Mabel Ringling Museum of Art, Florida State. ringling.org, Ringling Museum of Art, Sarasota, FL. risdmuseum.org, Rhode Island School of Design Museum, Providence, RI. armanique.org, Rubin Museum of Art, New York. rmqm.org, Rocky Mountain Quilt Museum, Golden, CO. rockhall.com, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Museum, Cleveland, Ohio. rosicrucian.org/muse-plan/0-museum.html, Rosicrucian Egyptian. rosicrucian.org/muse-plan/0-museum.html, Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum, San Jose, California. sai.msu.su/cjackson/index.html, CGFA, a virtual art museum, best online art museum. salvadordalimuseum.org/home.html, Salvador Dali Museum, St. Petersburg, FL. salvadordalimuseum.org/home.html, Salvador Dali Museum, St. Petersburg, FL. sama-art.org, Southern Alleghenies Museum of Art, Sama, Loreto, PA. samfa.org, San Angelo Museum of Fine Arts, San Angelo, TX. San Diego Museum.org, San Diego Museum of Art, San Diego, CA. San Diego Museum.org, San Diego Museum of Art, San Diego, CA. sanzen.org, the Berger Sanzen Memorial Gallery, Lindsborg, KS. sdmart.org, San Diego Museum of Art. search.getty.edu/gateway/landing, J. Paul Getty Museum and Getty. seattleartmuseum.org, Seattle Art Museum. seattleartmuseum.org, Seattle Art Museum. seattleartmuseum.org, Seattle Art Museum, Seattle, WA. seattleartmuseum.org/visit/visitsam.asp, Seattle Asian Art Museum. seattlechinesegarden.org, Seattle Chinese Garden. sfmoma.org, San Francisco Museum of Modern Arts, FMOMA, San Francisco, CA. sfmoma.org, San Francisco Museum of Modern Art, San Francisco, CA. sheldon.unl.edu, Sheldon Memorial Art Gallery and Sculpture Garden, Lincoln, NE. si.edu, Smithsonian Institution, Washington, D.C. si.edu, Smithsonian Institution, Washington, D.C. si.edu. sjmusart.org, San Jose Museum of Art, San Jose, CA. skyways.lib.ks.us/kansas/museums/index.html, Kansas Museums. skyways.lib.ks.us/kansas/museums/index.html, Kansas Museums, listing. slam.org, St. Louis Art Museum. slam.org, St. Louis Art Museum, St. slam.org, St. Louis Art Museum, St. Louis, MO. sma.nebo.edu, Springville Museum of Art, Springville, UT. smartmuseum.uchicago.edu, David and Alfred Smart Museum of Art. smartmuseum.uchicago.edu, Smart Museum of Art, Chicago, IL. smartmuseum.uchicago.edu, Smart Museum, University of Chicago, Chicago, IL. smith.edu/artmuseum, Smith College Museum of Art, Northampton, MA. societyforasianart.org/index.htm, Society for Asian Art. somarts.org, SOM Arts, south of Market Cultural Center, San Francisco, CA. spencerart.ku.edu, Spencer Museum of Art, University of Kansas, Lawrence, KS. spiral.org, Contemporary Arts Center, Cincinnati, O. statemuseum.arizona.edu, University of Arizona Museum of Art. stia.org, Art Museum of South Texas, Corpus Christi, TX. stlouis.art.museum, St. Louis Art Museum, ST. stmarys.edu/arts/art_gallery, Hearst Art Gallery, St. Mary's. stmarys.edu/arts/art_gallery, Hearst Art Gallery, St. Mary's College of California, Moraga, CA. sdny.lrun.com/Rockwell Museum, Rockwell Museum, Corning, New York. Museum of Glass, Native American and American Western Art. swope.org, Swope Art Museum, Terre Haute, in. tacomaartmuseum.org, Tacoma Art Museum, Tacoma, WA. taftmuseum.org, Taft Museum of Art, Cincinnati, O. Tempe, AZ. The Museum. Turanian Art, Division of Asian and Mediterranean Art. textilemuseum.org, The Textile Museum, Washington, D.C. thechildrensmuseum.org, The Children's Museum, Seattle, WA. themeris.org, Morris Museum of Art, Augusta, GA. thevalors.org, The Walters Art Museum, Baltimore, MD. thevalors.org, Walters Art Museum, Baltimore, MD. thinker.org, Fine Arts Museums of San Francisco. thinker.org, Fine Arts Museums of San Francisco, CA. tibetanmuseum.org, Jacques Marchais Museum of Tibetan Art, New. tibethouse.us/art-gallery, Tibet House Gallery, New York. tigtail.org/tvm, Tigertail Virtual Museum. timkenmuseum.org, Timken Museum of Art, San Diego, CA. timkenmuseum.org, Timken Museum of Art, San Diego, CA. toledomuseum.org, Toledo Museum of Art, Toledo, O. toledomuseum.org, Toledo Museum of Art, Toledo, O. Tours, Washington, D.C. towson.edu/ASEANA-RTS, Asian Arts and Culture Center, Towson State University, Towson, MD. University of California. TucsonMuseumofArt.org, Tucson Museum of Art and Historic Block, Tucson, AZ. umm.umich.edu, University of Michigan Museum of Art, Ann Arbor, MI. umm.umich.edu, University of Michigan Museum of Art, Ann Arbor, MI. umt.edu/part-v/FAMUS, Museum of Fine Arts, University of Montana, Missoula. University of Chicago. University, Sarasota, FL. upenn.edu/museum, University of Pennsylvania Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology, Philadelphia, PA. upenn.edu/museum, University of Pennsylvania Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology, Philadelphia, PA. utah.edu/umfa, Utah Museum of Fine Arts. uwyo.edu/art museum, University of Wyoming Art Museum. uwyo.edu/art museum, University of Wyoming Art Museum, Laramie, WY. vernonwoodmuseum.com, Vernonwood Museum of Art, Dayton, NV. vmfa.state.va.us, Virginia Museum of Fine Arts, Richmond, Virginia. vmfa.state.va.us/collections/East Asian, Virginia Museum of Fine Arts, Richmond, VA. wadsworthathenaeum.org, Wadsworth Athenaeum Museum of Art, Hartford, Connecticut. wadsworthathenaeum.org, Wadsworth Athenaeum Museum of Art, Hartford, Connecticut. walkerart.org/index.wac, Walker Art Center, Minneapolis, MN. warhol.org, Andy Warhol Museum, Pittsburgh. washburn.edu/Mulvane, Mulvane Art Museum of Washburn University, Topeka, KS. wcma.williams.edu, Williams College Museum of Art. wcma.williams.edu/modern-and-contemporary-Chinese-art, modern and contemporary Chinese art. web.guggenheim.org/exhibition/pages/void/index.html. webs.wichita.edu/?view =Ulrich, Ulrich Museum of Art, WSU, Wichita, KS. weissmann.umn.edu, Frederick R. Weissmann Art Museum, University of Minnesota, Minneapolis. weissmann.umn.edu, Frederick R. Weissmann Art Museum, University of Minnesota, Minneapolis. weissmann.umn.edu, Weissmann Art Museum, University of Minnesota, Minneapolis, MN. whitehouse.gov/wh/tours/welcome.html, White House Virtual. whitney.org, Whitney Museum. whitney.org, Whitney Museum of American Art, New York City. wichitaartmuseum.org, Wichita Art Museum, Wichita, KS. worcesterart.org, Worcester Art Museum, Worcester, Massachusetts. yale.edu. yale.edu/art gallery, Yale University Art Gallery. yale.edu/art gallery, Yale University Art Gallery, New Haven, CT. yale.edu/ycba, Yale Center for British Art, New Haven, CT. yellowstone.artmuseum.org, Yellowstone Art Museum, Billings, MT. yellowstone.artmuseum.org, Yellowstone Art Museum, Billings, MT. York. De Cordova Museum and Sculpture Park, dedicated to the exhibition, collection, and preservation of works by living New England artists. decordova.org. a/dgalleryateditions.com. Akron Art Museum, akronartmuseum.org. Albrecht Kemper Museum of Artalbrecht-Kemper.org. Allentown Art Museum, allentownartmuseum.org. American Dime Museum, dimemuseum.com. American Vaudeville Museum, vaudeville.org. American Visionary Art Museum of am.org. Amon Carter Museum, cartermuseum.org.